Welcome back to the channel where we talk all things Longmont and surrounding areas. And today we are specifically talking about Longmont. If you have watched my other videos, you've probably learned that I sometimes trip over my words. That was a classic example. Anyway, if you have watched more of my videos or you'd like to watch more, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. If you are moving to Longmont and surrounding areas, I would love to help you in any way I can. I have people call, text, email me from this channel every day, and I love chatting with you all. So reach out if you need any help. All right, let's get on with today's video, which is talking about 7 great reasons to live in Longmont. So number 1 has to be our access to outdoor activities. And I am talking easy access to places like Rocky Mountain National Park, where you can hike and camp. We have lakes here for stand-up paddleboarding. We have Union Reservoir, McIntosh Lake right here in Longmont, which is great in summer. We have miles and miles of trails for biking. You can get out on these trails and walk or run, and you will see plenty of cyclists and plenty of people out there enjoying the outdoors. So many opportunities to get outdoors and do these activities here in Longmont. Number 2 reason Longmont is great is our restaurants and breweries. We have so many choices, especially kind of on the Main Street area of Longmont. You are going to see so many different choices of restaurants, from breakfast places to delicious Mexican food to new American style. And one of the newest restaurants to join Longmont is Roots. And Roots was in Broomfield and relocated to Longmont because it saw it was a happening place and the place to have your restaurant. And it is just such a great restaurant for foods from all over the world, different types of cuisine. It is in the old Dickens restaurant building right there on the corner. So it is in one of Longmont's historical buildings. And it's a great place to eat. And I am telling you to check it out if you can. So we have all these restaurants. We also have really good breweries in the area. We have Left Hand Brewing, Wibbies, and you probably heard me talk about breweries before. I even have a video about breweries. So if you like breweries, don't forget to check that one out. We have so many good ones. Gross and Bart. Some of them have food, some of them don't. Left Hand has a big area that they open up in summer where they have bands come, so concerts, and you can take a picnic, you can take the dogs and the kids. It is a great place to hang out. So the restaurant and the breweries here in Longmont are worth living in Longmont for and being super close to them. We have access to major retail here in Longmont, which some of the outer suburbs such as Frederick, Firestone, Dacono, Erie have to come to us to kind of get the access to these bigger retail places. So we have a Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Michael's, we have Whole Foods, a Sprouts, and we have the big movie chains, Sam's, and Costco just moved in. So we have a brand new Costco here in Longmont. If you have been going to the Thornton Costco, because that's all we had before, Longmont is much quieter and nicer. So I would definitely go check out the Longmont Costco. If you are moving to Longmont, you will have all these things within likely 5 to 10 minutes of your home. So that is a bonus to have that major retail in the area. Local events and parades and things to do is a great reason to live in Longmont. And I'm sure I've mentioned this in my other videos on Longmont as well, that things like the Christmas parade, which I go to every year, the Halloween parade, another one I go to every year. There has been Day of the Dead parades. There's Veteran Day parades where the high schools, the local marching bands come and play in and pay respect to our veterans. That is such an thing to experience. It's a great event to go to. Love that one. And then there's other little things that go on in different places all throughout the year. And you have the Longmont kind of history museum, and you have the library, and you have all these wonderful places putting on events and happenings. And it just makes living in Longmont great. Okay, what are we up to? We've covered outdoor activities, restaurant and breweries, major retail. So number 4 was the local events and activities. Number 5 is home prices. So those of you that maybe like live in Georgia or Oklahoma or someplace like that and are looking at moving to Longmont and looking at the home prices, you're probably thinking I'm crazy saying that home prices are a reason to live in Longmont. Look, I get it, and I get the reactions on a lot of my videos. However, if you are moving from somewhere in California or somewhere on that West Coast or even areas of the East Coast, then you are probably going to agree that Longmont is an affordable place. Now, when I say home prices in Longmont are great, it's all perspective. But compared to Boulder, which is right next door, the average home price is nearly half of what it is in Boulder. And then you have Denver, which is more expensive, Fort Collins, which is more expensive. So for a city that offers access to all these things that we are talking about today, Longmont average home price is pretty good, and you can get a nice home in Longmont for a decent price. And if you want to know more about the average house price, be sure to check out my monthly market updates that cover that. So home prices, yeah, it's all perspective, right? So another great thing about living in Longmont are the parks and green spaces. Any neighborhood in Longmont, just about, you are going to find a neighborhood park. So if you have kids and they love to get outdoors and play, you're going to have parks, you're going to have green spaces. We also have the St. Vrain and Left Hand rivers. So those are great opportunities in the summer for the kids to splash around, get out into the water, and you can sit back, read a book, have a picnic, do something while the kids splash around. It is amazing. And once again, you don't have to go far from your neighborhood or your house to be able to enjoy green spaces and parks and playgrounds here in Longmont. And then last but definitely not least, there are some great employment opportunities in Longmont. Longmont really encourage entrepreneurs. They encourage people to start businesses. Some of the commercial spaces are cheaper than these other areas, just like houses. And then there are some big employers like Crocs, St. Vrain School District, UC Health, Seagate Technologies, Federal Aviation Administration. And then, like I mentioned before, you have all those big retail stores too for those kind of positions. So employment is healthy here in the Longmont area. I hope these 7 great things about living in Longmont helped you make a decision. If you are thinking of moving to Longmont or surrounding areas and want to chat, don't forget my details are down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a video. Haley Bartlett with I Go Realty. See ya.